Good morning, dear students. Wish you all a very good day. Intermediate second year non-detailed lesson. It's not a lesson, it is a novel. It's a fictional story. It is elements added to the adventure of the Tom Sawyer, author Mark Twain is an American writer. Already last class we have to discuss about the lesson. Discuss about the novel. The title of the novel, The Adventure of the Tom Sawyer. The Adventure of the Tom Sawyer, the novel title authored by Mark Twain. Reminding, due to continue the novel. So, Twain grew up in a Hannibal, Missouri, a dusty, quiet town overlooking the Mississippi River about 18 miles north of St. Louis. This is the town renamed St. Petersburg in the novel. The Tom and the Uncle Buffini and other characters inhabited. Mark Twain grew up in Hannibal, Missouri. So, he was from childhood to his adulthood. Grew up in the area, Hannibal and Missouri. The city is a town. The towns as in the northeast of Missouri in the Mississippi River. Boyhood home from this Mark Twain childhood stage and boyhood stage is live like in a town in the northeast Missouri and Hannibal in the Mississippi River. So Mississippi River near for 80 miles. Mississippi River near 80 miles. The village name is St. Petersburg. The village name is St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is renamed and 80 miles near village name is St. Louis. St. Louis is old name and renamed St. Louis is St. Petersburg. Both are equal town name. So there is Hannibal and Missouri, and then St. Louis and St. Petersburg. So in the novel, the towns, in the towns inhabited two persons. The two persons is Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry. These two characters are inhabited the place St. Louis and St. Petersburg. So, the Jackson Island Tom Sawyer is an actual island located just south of town. The Jackson Island and is an actual island located just south of the town. The town is St. Louis, St. Petersburg. Close to the Illinois side of the river, the cave that Ancient Joe inhabited still exists, as do the house that the widow Douglas and Aunt Polly supposed inhabited towns. Twain's Hannibal was surrounded by large forests which Twain himself now as a child and in which his character Tom Sawyer and Joe Harper often played Indians and chiefs. Inhabited to south town of the village. Inhabited persons Injun Joe and added to house Widow Douglas and Aunt Polly supposedly inhabited the towns. Hannibal was surrounded by large forests. Hannibal surrounded by very large forest areas, which Thayan himself, about a child and in which his character Tom Sawyer. And Joe Harper often play Indian as a chiefs. Indian chiefs as they were how to behave like playing the game. Usually Tom Sawyer and Joe Harper very oftenly play with the games like Indian chiefs. And Mark Twain does not confine himself to telling a smile a simple children. Mark Twain does not confine himself to telling a simple children's story. He is as always the satirist and commentate on the foibles of human nature. As the authorial commentator often steps in a comments on the absurdity of human nature. In Tom Sawyer, he is content with milk admonitions about the human race. For example, after Tom has tricked the other boys into painting in the fence for him, the voice of Thayan, the author, point out the gullibility of man, and in order to make a man or a boy covet a thing, it is only necessary to make the thing difficult to attain. Thayan criticized the adult attitude and behaviors throughout the novel that is part of the conflict. The mutations of youth into adulthood conflicting with his disapproval of the adult behaviors that exist. It is this double vision that rises the novel above the level of boys' adventure. Final last paragraph, according to Thayan expressions, confined himself telling simple children's story. He was confined and finalized about the novel. It is a simple children's story. He is always who you see. Thayan, as always, the satirist and commentator. His nature always satirical mind and satirist and commentator, like criticizing person on the society. So societies and such kinds of human race. Foibles of human nature. Foibles means human weak points. Some human beings have always, they were live like weak points. It's like defects of human beings. It is the author of Thayan personified about human races. It's the first. What is that? Foibles of human race. And second element, absurdity of human nature. First, foibles of human nature, and second one, absurdity of human nature. Absurdity means meaningless work. We have to continuous work. We have to completed work. But we don't know about to work. It's less meaningless work. Sometimes our parents and neighbors, they were criticized and warned to us. You are doing correct, but you don't know about. There is no conclusion. There is no meaning. What happened there? Why did you have to behave like this? They were asked and warned and exclaimed. It's like behavior means absurdity of human race. And third element is abominations of human race. Abominations means it's like a bondage of principles. Some kinds of families we have to observe in society. They were very wealthy persons, but there is no arrogance in his mind, in his heart. They were serving the poor peoples, serving the neighbors, and helping natures, and they have good qualities maintained in his attitude. And remaining another first category we have to observe. They were feel like always very arrogant. They feel like supreme. We don't want to slaves. Always we are kings. We are supremes. They should not give in to respect others, but they were expected to more respect really. It is one of aspect, and otherwise another one categories we are observing. They were always criticized. They don't know about meaningless families. There is no responsibilities, but always they were elders because they have like mischievousness. They should not bend down to in family responsibilities. They should responsibility have taken easy, not should seriously in his attitude. But in four categories, whoever followed to principles, it's like from beginning forefathers to till day, and they should not cross his responsible and good ethics, morals. They were abominations of human race in our society. Taiwan personified three kinds of human races mainly. What is that mainly three races? And first one is foibles of human race, and second one absurdity of human race, and third one abominations of human race. In three kinds of elements aspect, including in our novel. The novel, The Adventure of Tom Sawyer. Again, the novel beginning from the chapter. Whenever he said, it is the explain of examples also. So, boys in a painting in a finishing. Already Tom Sawyer start working to painting in his fencing. So other boys as entered there. They were discussed about if you have to continue your work. You are also doing work. They are examining to him because finally Tom Sawyer said to it's not a work. So other boys as attract and interested to paint the fence. So the voice of Taiwan hear the rise. What is that? Especially point out here, it is the gullibility of mankind. Gullibility means knowledge. They should not aware of the situation. So, someone has said, we are attract and hypnotize some sentence, some voices. But we know about some aware because in their situation, he was created to moreover added to interested the words. That time we are attract and excitement feel like behave. It's like behave other boys in their situations of Tom Sawyer painting of the fence. Actually, who is the duty of painting of the fence? The duty really is Tom Sawyer duty. Then, meanwhile, Tom said and hypnotized the other boys. So the boys are attract and interesting feeling are expressed there. Please give me an opportunity. I will replace. I am also again the painting of your fencing. So Tom Sawyer is given them. It's like gullibility of man. in this situation, this is the Tyon expressing human gullibility. So then, otherwise, it is only necessary to make things of difficult at time. And then Tyon criticizes adult attitude. Tyons always criticize to adult attitude. Adult's attitude is changes of context only. Behave like selfish and morality and helping nature and goodness. It is changes of contextually adult attitude because Tyon criticized to adult attitude, but he was supposed to young childhood. Why? They were always equality. They should think true, not only cruciality. So then, it is behavior throughout the novel. This is the part of conflict. Conflict means like a fight to discuss, moreover, discuss and debate. Finally, it is cause result to fight like a war. So there were conflict in his mind, mutations of youth. So into adulthood from conflicts with his disapproval of adult behaviors that exist. So it is the double vision that arrays the novel about the level of the boy's adventure story. In the story, level of the only boy's attitude, it's like a childhood story, not only adult, because in there adult characters also added. So list of the characters in this list of the characters, the adventure of the Tom Sawyer, and first one, Tom Sawyer. First one is Tom Sawyer. So he is the hero of the novel. Hero is British English, but American protagonist. Americans is protagonist. So another one character, Huckleberry. Huckleberry. So Huckleberry is the Tom's best charm. Tom's best charm. Charm means he is always to equal friend, not only one best friend. His attitude is equal to all. And another one character, Becky Thatcher. Becky Thatcher. So Becky Thatcher is a town judge, pretty. She is a beautiful girl and town judge. So for example, who is town judge? Our areas located to big shots of the village and big shot of the caste, big shot of the community. So like that, daughter of Becky Thatcher. And another one character is Joe Harper. Joe Harper. So this is the kid's character. In this novel, kid's character. So what is the kid's character? First one is Tom Sawyer. First character. It is the hero of the character. Hero is called British English, but American English called protagonist. Protagonist means hero. Protagonist means hero and hero's friend. And Tom's best charm is Huckleberry. Second character is Huckleberry. Huckleberry. And third one, Becky Thatcher. Third one is Becky Thatcher. And fourth one is Joe Harper. This is the kid's character in this novel. So adult characters also added. So first one, we have remembered main characters: Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry, and Becky Thatcher, and Joe Harper. Again I repeat. Joe Harper, Becky Thatcher, Huckle Buffin, and Tom Sayer. This is the kids cat. Oral I was expressed and adult characters. And adult character is Arnold and Vincenzo, Muff Potter, Dr. Robinson, the widow Douglas, and Judge Thatcher. 4 characters kids and 6 characters are adult characters. Thank you students. Remaining due to lesson continue next class. Thank you.